Hey guys, here's some of my favorite improvements of the last week or two. First is in the bathroom, added this hole so you can just easily get this open because it wasn't, didn't have a handle before and we were worried that you'd be catching off it. Second is this great acrylic, which you can wipe off the labels here afterwards. So it's written with permanent marker. It's 3 mm thick, and I got 2 sheets of this so you can just cut it into slices. So I've redone all under this counter just to have it really nice and organized so you can see exactly what goes where, and anybody can put everything away afterwards. Hello, Yasmin. And the next thing is these great templates or jigs that I've made for assembling these parts. So these are a very tricky part to make, a lot of different steps in it. And before now, these were all just sitting loose and you were working on them kind of more awkwardly. Somebody had made a single one of these, but I made them into, they go in a set of 4 for each product. So you can pop them on here and do all the different processes to them. Really, really easy. Just lift them on and off, and they stay really solid when you're working on them. So that's great. Also, this is another jig for the same, this is the previous step. So these parts get powder coated first, and I made a whole bunch of improvements to this jig. So first of all, I made these red. I made them much shorter so you don't have to screw them through for ages. I also fixed on this so it threads right on. So when you're buzzing these on, you just buzz them on with your battery screwdriver there, and there's no messing around with holding this in place, which you had to do before. Also added legs onto it here so that it's raised up off the table with nice rubber feet. And also there was 4 little holes that you had to drill at the back, and you had to kind of mark it out every time. So what I did was I made the holes right here, so you can see them there. So when you have all the parts in place there, you flip it over and you drill the hole, and it marks the center of them really fast and easy. There's nice rubber feet in these and it works great. And then another couple of improvements that I made over here in the powder coating. This is great, cost nothing to make, only a bunch of time. And previously it was really awkward to lift this off when you were powder coating parts. So now it's very simple. You open the oven, and I added these 2 little stoppers here. You see those 2 metal stoppers there and there, and this just sits on, and you kind of wiggle it a little bit and it's ready to lift this up, and it makes it really easy to lift it in and out of the oven. Even when the oven is hot, you can slide it right into the back here and it comes out no problem. It's trying to concentrate on the phone here, but it's a lot easier than it used to be. And also added this for grounding the parts. So normally this was here, and the wires all went back to the gun. So the gun is right here for when you're powder coating. But what I did was I created this plug-in, so the gun now, instead of going back to a wall socket, it's just plugged in here. And the concept is that for the grounding the parts, this has the tweezers, but we'll be able to make all kinds of different ones for the different types of parts that make it really easy to connect the ground to them. And you can plug into any of these front with different connectors, so to speak, to easily powder coat the parts, because that's the difficulty, is grounding them. And then finally, another lovely improvement is this little door stopper, and it works really great. Hold the door, added a tiny little dot there for the standard location for opening it, but that locks the door really, really easily. And this is one more, which is great. Haven't totally finished this yet, but it's nearly there. Nice work floor sign, and it's handmade and a bit of character to it. Okay, speak to you soon. Thanks so much.